This week on Fun in the Suncoast, garden sheds.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fun in the Suncoast. My name is Matt.
My name is Jen.
And we're back at the Valerie Theater. Thanks for joining us. I had an idea because of Jen and Drew for a show about garden sheds.
That's right.
And I'm going to play we'll have a couple photos going on as we're talking about some of this, a little more of a free-form show. Okay, so we're going to go back to your photos, but what happened, Jen and Drew started building the mother of all garden sheds in their backyard,
My
right?
she shed slash garden pub slash
boathouse,
lake house, yes,
fun
greenhouse, yes.
So you and Drew decided to kind of what made you decide to go through this?
We couldn't get into our garage. It started out that we wanted to put in a shed, and then we didn't want it so much as just a functional shed, but an actual little area that we could get away to, have bonfires, and I could mess around with my plants, and so it wound up being a multifunctional entertainment area. So it's really been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun because we have used so much repurposed material. And it's been fun to take out what we have taken out of the house during renovations and repurpose it.
Now, Drew, when you see these pictures, Drew owns Blue Water Drafting,
And he
so
can design
anything. This is a real. Look, there's permitting regulations for all of these sheds, and you should follow all those. But this is a fully permitted foundation. I mean, you guys went crazy with this thing. This is a complete. This is a never. You can not blow this thing up, and it will still be there.
If there's a tornado, we're down in that shed. I can tell you that.
But what's great, and that's what's happening with this. I want to show you a couple of photos of what's happening in the UK, and this is know all about this stuff.
I've been a Pinterest fanatic as far as garden sheds
people
go.
turning and it's the same. I'm sure in the United States. People don't really garden as much, so they don't have all these tools in their garden shed.
But they should.
The wife wants them out of the basement. They want to turn that into more family space. So they see the empty garden shed and they turn it into. Some of these people in the UK, they have like bartender outfits, like they're fully committed, to have in their back and for their friends to come over. And you think wives across the UK probably are happy because they're getting loaded in the backyard. If there's any shenanigans, it's outside.
They're sticking their mother-in-laws out there.
Yeah, people are living out there. But there's all different kinds, though, and I wanted to, people that are thinking just like, I have the same problem of not enough room, I'm not putting an addition on my house, and I'm not quite ready to buy a bigger house, and where I live in Citrus Hills, I'm allowed to have up to a 10 by 20 garden shed.
That's a standard small one-car garage size.
And again, if there's permitting, you should be fully permitted, follow the law and all the rest of that stuff. But what's exciting is, I don't need an extra bedroom, but I need like a little workshop. And I do have some gardening. Actually, here's a picture of, some of my tomatoes. I was telling you that my tomatoes would fall off.
Are gorgeous this year.
I would take the dead tomatoes that split, I'd stick them in the soil. I've got a bunch of tomato plants have sprung up, so I'm going to build a little greenhouse thing for them.
I'm so proud of you.
But here's a new kind. I want to show you some of the different kinds of sheds that they're making here in the United States. Then some of them are cool. Like, look at this one. It looks sort of like a church. Right, they found these windows.
Oh, those windows!
And the architectural. Now it's super expensive, right? You were mentioning Renegers. We made friends with the Renegers when we did the show.
Yeah.
But you can buy some of these architectural elements stuff.
That's amazing.
And windows.
Yes.
But the price is boom.
Ever since everyone started going back to vintage and repurposing windows, doors, the prices have gone crazy.
But some of these sheds, the prefab sheds can be thousands of dollars. So if you're going to invest that, you can go around. There's places in the county with salvaged windows, and you can find these are killer windows, and make it something that's like a place to go hang out, or a place to like here. We're finally at the time where we're ready to go outside,
and it becomes a piece of art. It really has. When we look at what we've done, it really reflects a lot more than just going to online and ordering a shed and have it delivered. You have a vested interest in it.
And you're going to landscape it and do all of that, and to have the pottings, the tables and stuff out. So it's going to be great. And the last couple I wanted to show, what's funny is because there are people there's a whole reclaimed wood thing, or people who just go to construction sites and say, hey, can I take your scrap wood?
That's
and then, build all kinds of stuff for their kids.
And they are dismantling old barns and selling that wood and reclaiming. And there's a sawmill in Bushnell that we went to, and we saw the log that they were cutting. We waited while they sat there and sliced that wood so we could do the board and batten siding.
Right.
So it's a really neat place. So there's a lot of local areas where you can go and get actual native wood to our area. So
big sawmill up in Micanopy too, and my
Yeah.
dad built his house. We went through all of this.
yes,
too.
it's amazing.
So, and then the last one, this is funny. These are more like actual wood sheds and stuff, but people making stuff out of pallets.
I don't know.
And
about
you can get pallets for free. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, compost pile's great, but
Yeah.
the
Well-
pallet wood. A lot of that pallet wood is good. That's good, solid oak.
And that's the thing. Some people will take. This is a lot of work, but they dismantle the pallets.
that.
And then they straighten all the boards, so you end up, and then you can glue those together and make bigger boards. And I would think it's probably more fun to make tables or doors.
We actually
or stuff
took
like
pallets
that.
apart, stained them all separately, sanded them. They were gorgeous, and we put a backsplash in the other house, and it came out gorgeous. So pallet wood is wonderful. The more time you spend taking it apart, it does come out really nice.
And that's the thing. By the time you do all this, sand it down and do
Yeah,
all
it's a
this,
lot
you
of
could
work.
end up getting some
Yes.
regular wood.
Yeah.
But that's garden sheds. If you have a need, my neighbor actually needs a garden shed, and I keep saying, you should just get a garden shed. She won't do it. She will not do it, but she needs one.
Yeah,
But
and if you have a homeowner's policy, coverage does extend to other structures. So don't think you have to go out and get a separate policy. 10% of your building value goes right to another shed. So
Yeah,
you
and
don't
if-
necessarily have to have it increased.
if you've got all your gardening stuff in your garage, and you could build a cute little building that kind of
Yes.
looks, like it's meant to be there. It's not just stashed in the back.
You know what's crazy is that we spend a fortune on cars these days, a fortune, and we leave them in the driveway so we can
Like at
store
my
our
house?
junk.
Yeah.
So get your junk out of the garage, put it in a shed, and
Cars
get
in
the
there.
car inside.
Well, I think that's great, and I can't wait to spend time at the lake house because all of the work that's going into this,
Yes.
and you almost took an eye out in the process
got
of this.
scars to prove it.
You really put it, blood, sweat, and tears.
Literally.
And if any of you go online and check these, you can just do searches for garden shed and
Go on
UK.
Pinterest, too.
Yeah, Pinterest. There's a 10 trillion pictures.
Wonderful.
And you can get some great ideas for
Yeah.
doing something that's attractive and fun to go hang out by.
Especially this time of year.
And store your junk instead of paying someone at the mini stores. Which
Oh,
is great.
yes, yeah.
Anyways, hey, thanks for watching Fun in the Suncoast. We'll see you next time, and have fun out there.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.